knowing the power of the word and knowing the actual real definition for it, it gets crossed and tangled. You know, people don't like to look themselves in the mirror. That's the hardest thing to do. You know, it's to critique yourself rather than pointing the finger. You know, and everybody hates change. So to actually do that and say, I'm wrong in a lot of areas. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm saying I'm wrong in a lot of areas. That takes a lot of willpower, you know what I'm saying? So it starts with self first. Putting these records out is a gift for me because I'm not only a voice for myself, but I'm a voice for people who can't express themselves like that. But I don't know if they'll quite understand how much, like, I have to be in the studio. Yeah. Do you be yourself and make sure that you love being yourself? I'm my worst critic. It's really about me challenging myself. My release therapy is writing the music. And have a composed mentality on how to approach music. I can either pimp this situation or I can fall victim to it. I wrote these raps in my mama's kitchen and I done went around the world and y'all singing these raps that I wrote in the kitchen.
That's crazy.
Blew my mind away. And I see the people in the front row reciting these lyrics. Now I see that, you know, these words just not for, you know, me and my friends. You know, it's people that actually connect with them that I've never met. My process, it starts from just a whole bunch of premeditated thoughts. The process of me thinking about the ideas and what I want to say next. Yeah. You know, and by the time I get into the studio, I have to find that exact sound that triggered the emotion or the idea that I thought about 2 months ago. When you locked in the studio 6, 7 months to a year with the same people, you know, working, creative juices flowing everywhere, you are the only people that's hearing the music. So you're loving it, you're getting tired of it, you're loving it, you're getting tired of hearing it. So once it's finally out, it's like, it's off our hands. Yeah. You know, now just let the magic work. A few times I've written full songs and I had to find the actual instrumentation to match it. Wow. You know, and I done lost hard drives. Damn. Yeah, hard drives from 05, 06, whatever. It was just us starting from scratch. Yeah. You know, I pop in John Coltrane and we listen, we vibe out for one whole day. Yeah. And come in the studio with that same energy the next day. It's really just the impact to inspire people, you know, and always showing them that the duality of life is not such a bad thing. You know, we go through so many volatile situations where we don't really know how to connect or, you know, communicate how we feel. So through my music, I want to make sure that's the legacy, showing people how to communicate, and it's okay, you know, if you're not perfect. You know, it's about accepting the beauty of imperfection. I always said to myself, if I said it on record, I never retract my statements. Because it's my self-expressions. Putting these records out is a gift for me because I'm not only a voice for myself, but I'm a voice for people who can't express themselves like that. All I can, you know, do is continue to be an actual human being and to show them that, you know, I go through the same emotions and the same, you know, feelings that y'all go through. Yeah. So if they, you know, put that as being the leader of this generation, then so be it, because all I can do is express myself and hope you know, take something from it. It's real. It's more like my views rather than trying to throw it on a listener. And I think that's my biggest connection with my audience and why it connects the way I do, because it's not necessarily preachy. It's just my own ups and downs and trying to figure myself out, as well as going through these times and traveling the world and my own experiences, putting them all into one. You can look at a person, you can have a conversation with them, and you know if, you know, whether it's the music or who they identify themselves with, if it comes from an organic place, a real place. And we call the consumers, you know, we've been told to call the consumers done, but they're not. They know when it's real. Absolutely. And they know if they can feel it, you know? And that's something that I always understood, you know, just being a fan myself. You know, when I looked at, still to this day, when I look at my certain aspirations as far as artists, when I look at Eminem, when I look at Jay, I felt, you know, the stories they were telling, you know, whether it was fictional or not. These ideas that they were putting down made me believe you know?
Yeah.
And everything that they were saying, because it just came from a space of whether a realistic point or just their imagination being so strong. Prepping myself as far as the lyrical ability and being able to go in the studio and say, you know what, I want to be the best wordsmith. Anybody that gets on this track, I have to just, you know, annihilate, and however that is, whether it's through rhyme schemes, whether it's through metaphors, whether it's just punchlines, whether it's just wordplay. Sometimes it's not about, you know, what you think is going to happen or what you feel. You know, people connect to things in strange ways, you know, and at the end of the day, you have to go with that feeling. My scheduling and how much I just think about music, you know. Someone brought it to my attention, it's all I think about.
Yeah, it's really just about the feeling of it. You know, at the end of the day, past all the politics, past all the numbers, it's what music make you feel, you know, how it make you feel.
My release therapy is writing the music. Kind of feel that, you know, this is all you know and this is your audience. And I see the people in the front row reciting these lyrics as if they wrote them inside my, you know, mom's kitchen. Now I see that, you know, these words just not for, you know, me and my friends. You know, it's people that actually connect with them that I've never met. And that's the moment I felt, you know, I've arrived. This is not just, it's not just something I do for fun. You know, I'm always doing it for fun, but now I see that other people enjoy it the same way we enjoy it.
Where you want to do something that has a staple in the game, not only now, but 10 years, 20 years down the line.
I be trying to express these same feelings to, you know, people that's close, you know, to me. And they get it, but I don't know if they'll quite understand how much, like, I have to be in the studio. Yeah. It's a drug. It's like explaining to somebody this is all I think about.
Do you be yourself and make sure that you love being yourself. There's gonna be roadblocks, there's gonna be tribulations, but always remember this is a life experience. Accept the experience, appreciate the experience, and learn how to move on from things that don't serve you well, you know, and find your journey, respect your journey, and love it.
I can either pimp this situation or I can fall victim to it, you know what I mean? And that was a turning point. And things is happening back home in my city or in my family that I can't do nothing about. It's out of my control. I can put it in God's hands. I couldn't understand that. And that can draw a thin line, you know, between you having your sanity and you losing it. And this is how artists deteriorate if you don't catch yourself.
Yeah, not only challenge the person that's listening, challenge myself. Challenge myself. What type of longevity I want this album to hold? You know, your second album is always put in the industry to be your commercial outbreak, your huge commercial outbreak. You know,
It's the curiosity of it, you know, what he's saying, the fear, the anxiety. It's the curiosity of knowing, damn, I can possibly overcome this, you know, and when you do, and another one approaches like, I want to challenge that too, you know, and that's real greatness. It's really about me challenging myself. I think my excitement in doing music is me feeling like I'm never stagnant, me feeling like I didn't get comfortable in you know, my own skin of what I think is good or what someone else thinks is good, you know, stepping outside of my comfort zone and mastering it, you know, and that excites me when I feel like I've accomplished that. It just keeps the hunger for more going. Like, I don't feel like I can ever stop.
It also makes me more hungry though.
Really though?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because it's a need to never be content or to be comfortable. You know, you always want to continue to grow. So whatever that challenge is, I'm always looking for. Always searching for that next thing that, you know, inspired me with the writing. It could be another word, it could be another concept, another song, another album. But it's just a challenge. It's just a search to write that perfect verse or that perfect song. I probably will never get it, but I know one thing's gonna keep me driven to keep going hard.